Lot number 116. 116 is the exotic Paul Newman Daytona 6262 Rolex. And we have $130,000 to start at $130,000. 130,000. $130,000 on my book. 130. Any more for 130? 130,000 at $130,000 pour $130,000. On the telephone coming in, 140,000, 150,000 against you, 150,000 at $150,000, not your bid. 150 is mine. Pour 160,000, 160,000 now with Adam on the telephone at 160,000 against the room, against you online. Selling it left on the telephone for $160,000, 160,000, 160. Adam, that's yours, 160 to paddle.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Around the Dial. Today we're going to take a look at the final phase of the Christie's Rare Watch Auction Series. This ends up in New York, June 8th and June 9th. We started out in Geneva, went to Hong Kong for part 2, and now we're finalizing in New York. Two-part auction, June 8th and June 9th. Final part of the Kairos Collection as well. This series of privately owned Patek Philippe's, possibly the best in the world, was finalized as well during this New York auction. So we'll see what prices were realized for these. Also, a lot of other rare pieces from many brands, not just Patek Philippe, were in this auction as well. I just want to give a big shout out and a thank you to everybody. The first two auctions in this series were received incredibly well. Lots of views, lots of interaction. So thank you again for that. Let's take a look, see what prices were realized. And again, thank you, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, the third final installment of the Christie's Rare Watch Collection and the Kairos Collection auction. So this will be, first evening was lots 1 to 68. That will be the conclusion of the Kairos auction, and then the 9th, the following night, was the remainder of the lots. Started at 6 p.m. on both nights. So I wanted to pop in a little blurb about the Kairos collection here, since it is the last of it in existence in one collection. It was a very, very in-depth, well-curated auction that took years to accumulate. So this is the remainder of the lots from that collection. As you can see here, it was very well respected, kind of a legendary collection in the watch world. So they started off with the usual suspects, Aquanauts in there. And again, everything kind of was right around its estimated value there. Some popped a little over, some popped under, but most are right in the pocket. These two with the dials here that are artistically done up, they're pretty cool pieces, very rare. Another Nautilus there, 226,800. Again, this is in US dollars since the auction took place in New York, so this is all US dollars here. Gold Nautilus right at its high-end estimate there. Another Aquanaut, 333,900. I remember when these came out. They weren't really that popular, so you never know. Pieces you don't see too often. Of course, this collection was one of a kind. Nautiluses were definitely getting their money. 478,800 for lot 39 there. 2010. Pockets all came right in the pocket there. Calatravas. Another Aquanaut, 333,900. Right in line with the other one. And that was it. That was the Kairos collection, finished up. So now, get into the regular lots, 69 through 137. A couple more Pateks here to start off with. If I'm not mistaken, these two Pateks here were left over from the Kairos collection. There was an issue with the bidding, or something happened where those two pieces were not in the Kairos auction, so they popped them onto the regular auction section here. Some Daytonas in there. Gold AP Royal Oak, got above its estimate there. Blue Daytona was pretty cool. Some of the 60s. So we're going to see a couple Paul Newman dials in here from the 70s. The one on the left there didn't quite make it to its high-end estimate, but still $201,600. That Vacheron Mercator from the 90s there, pretty cool. Got a de Bethune thrown in there again. These still get over their estimate. Yeah, these are pretty cool. I mean, you don't really hear too much about them, but all of a sudden at the auctions they're popping. So you never know. A Breitling in there, Super Ocean. A Hoyer Mariograph, that is interesting. From the 70s there. 10,000 and some change above. Another Breitling from the 60s. A little bit above its high-end estimate there. And another Daytona, 693,000. High-end estimate for this was $1 million. I think in a different market it would have hit that easily, but right now things are down all over the board. Stocks, crypto, the watch market, everybody's circling the wagons, hunkering down. Patek's pretty cool there. Another Paul Newman on the left side there. There's a couple of these in there. 60s. $14,200. I apologize, I didn't have the prices fully scrolled up there. Sorry about that. Another Patek in the box, 94.5 from the 2010s. Richard Mille there, kind of an interesting one, 94.5. Couple of rare Pateks. The red dot here popped over $1 million. Another Paul Newman dial, right in the middle there of its estimate. This dial in the sub was amazing, amazingly aged from the 60s. 88,200 there. I got a Seiko in the mix from the 70s, a Willard. $5,040 for a Seiko. Not a Grand Seiko either. Another old sub there from the 50s, 44,100. Load the rest of them up here. Alright, so starting new with the Longines, lot 119. And then lot 120, I don't think that one's sold. A couple more Pateks here, some unique Pateks here in the mix. Some more Pijorns and Parmigianis. Get into some different watches here that you don't really see too often. Platinum Daytona and another Patek in the box from 2010s. 100 grand high estimate, 94.5 realized, so close there. Cool Daytona there too, the yellow one. The Nautilus from the 2000s. And a gold one from the 1980s. 252 too. And an AP to end it all up. 327.6. So that was it. Thanks again for all your support. Appreciate you watching. Take care, and we'll catch you on the next one.